fight will definitely promote itself. But I have so much stuff saved up for that fight. It's ridiculous. I went out and bought a puppet to replicate Adrien Broner.
It looks like we might have some big news, y'all. Is Adrien Broner going to Golden Boy to fight Blair Cobb? I'm going to let y'all know all about it. But before we do that, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. Adrien Broner really about to go to Golden Boy Promotions and sign a new contract and fight Blair Cobb? Well, like I said, we're going to break it down in this video. I'm going to tell you where this news is coming from, and we're going to talk about it. Now, we all know that recently, AB ain't had the best of luck. You know what I'm talking about? Ever since he left PBC, he's been having bad luck after bad luck and some more bad luck on top of that. Now, we all know he ain't lead PBC the right way. First, he pulled out of a fight with Omar Figueroa. Before that, in the live press conference, he said F Al Heyman, F Steven Espinoza, and then he came back and apologized. But, you know, he left PBC on bad terms. You know what I'm talking about? Pulling out of a fight, making them lose out on money, and he just did PBC dirty. He continued to do PBC dirty after he left, doing interview after interview saying that Al Heyman owed him money, that Al Heyman take too long to pay his fighters and things like that. Now, he was doing all of this because he thought that he had a new fight deal with Blk Prime where he signed for 3 fights to make $12 million, $4 million for each fight, and he bragged about how they was gonna let him fight anybody that he wanted to, that they was the only people on earth that was gonna let him pick any opponent that he wanted to and pay him $4 million a fight to do it. Well, we all know that recently he had to chunk the deuce to Blk Prime because all the promises that they made to Adrien Broner, well, they wasn't able to keep any of those promises. So he said due to that reason, he was taking his talents elsewhere, and he was leaving Blk Prime. Now, since that happened this weekend, Eddie Hearn has come out and he says that he don't want to do no business with Adrien Broner. He don't feel that Adrien Broner is a draw like he used to be, and he thinks that Adrien Broner still feels that he should get the same amount of money that he was getting before in the past when he was a big name, and he don't feel that way. So he says that he's not interested in doing any type of business with Adrien Broner under Matchroom and DAZN. Also, I held up a poll and I asked people, well, should Al Heyman give him another chance? Well, the people said, yeah, they felt that Al Heyman should give him another chance. But I truly didn't see that happening the way that he left the PBC and Showtime and then talked bad about him. So I didn't see Al Heyman and Showtime giving Adrien Broner another chance. Even though that recently Adrien Broner, he's come out and he says everything that he said about Al Heyman pretty much wasn't the truth. It's too late now. That's how I felt. So with all of that being said, it wasn't looking too good for AB. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look like that AB would get another chance with any big promotional company because, you know, Bob Arum wasn't going to do no business with him, and Bob Arum don't like to pay his fighters anyway. So where was AB going to go? Until recently, Bernard Hopkins just did an interview and he spoke about wanting to sign Adrien Broner. Yeah, to Golden Boy Promotions. Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya. Bernard Hopkins said, look, I would love to sign Adrien Broner. I would sign Adrien Broner today. If he wants to come over to Golden Boy, we want to do business with him. He says, although we know that, you know, the contract is going to have to be the right deal for Adrien Broner, we are the company to do it. We want AB. We still feel that he is still a draw, and we want him to fight Blair Cobb. Yeah, that's the fight we want for Adrien Broner. We're willing to sign him to a multi-fight deal, and the fight that we really want is Blair Cobb. Bernard Hopkins says that he still holds a big part in his heart for Adrien Broner. You know, he still has love for AB, and for those who don't know, Adrien Broner early on in his career, when he was the can man, when he was dominating on HBO, he was with Golden Boy Promotions. You know, he was with Golden Boy. And then Golden Boy Promotions had the big fallout with Richard Schaefer. And then Al Heyman came and he took a lot of the fighters from Golden Boy Promotions. And then he soon started the PBC. And that's how Adrien Broner started working with the PBC and Al Heyman. But he was a Golden Boy fighter. Now, this kind of surprised me hearing Bernard Hopkins, right, initiate an offer to Adrien Broner verbally on the interview that he did and telling the world that, yeah, we'll sign Adrien Broner today. We really want to work with AB. We still believe in AB. Now, me personally, I love the fight. I think the fight will do big for Adrien Broner. I think the fight will do big for Blair Cobb. I think it'll put both of their names out in the media, out in the boxing world, and put them on the front of the newspaper, you know, when it comes to boxing media and whatnot. So I love the fight. Now, Blair Cobb has been calling out Adrien Broner for years now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play some audio of Blair Cobb and what he thinks about fighting Adrien Broner.
Fight will definitely promote itself, but I have so much stuff saved up for that fight. It's ridiculous. Like, I went out and bought a puppet to replicate Adrien Broner. I'll go out way out of my way to be the biggest asshole that boxing ever produced. Yeah, it just would be like such an exciting fight. To be in there with another fighter that is just as not just talented, because Adrien Broner can fight. I've been rooting for him every fight. That's the crazy part. He's been letting me down lately, but I know he's going to get it together. But he's a very good entertainer, and he brings a lot to boxing. And I look forward to having that fight happen.
So yeah, there y'all heard it from Blair Cobb himself. You know what I'm talking about? He been talking about the fight for a while. He been hyping up the fight for a while. That's the fight that Golden Boy and Bernard Hopkins and them, that's the fight that they really want for Blair Cobb. They want to sign AB, like I said before, to a multi-fight deal. And that's one of the fights that they want AB to take on, Blair Cobb. Now, my thing is, like I said, I love the fight. I think the fight will do numbers, you know. Him and Blair Cobb really know how to promote themselves. They gonna make the whole event a spectacle. They will, you know, with the silliness that's gonna go on between Blair Cobb and Adrien Broner, man, it's gonna be hilarious. The only thing that really topped this as far as press conferences and just the entertainment outside of the ring is Rolly and Adrien Broner. But we all know that Adrien Broner, he didn't want no parts of Rolly. Now Adrien Broner, he's not going to be able to choose whoever he wants to fight and make a lot of money doing it. Like, that stuff is out the window. That Blk Prime stuff that they was promising him was just all a dream that didn't come true. You know what I'm saying? It was all a dream that didn't come true. When we heard it, it was too good to be true. And that's what it actually was. Too good to be true. You know what I'm talking about? So Adrien Broner's gonna have to fight somebody. Because like Eddie Hearn said, he believes that he should still be making the same amount of money that he used to. And he probably not going to get that, especially with Golden Boy. But he'll probably be able to make some good money fighting Blair Cobb, work out something with Golden Boy, you know, depending on how many tickets and whatnot they can sell. I think that fight will do well for him. Now, as far as in the ring, do I think he could beat Blair Cobb? I don't think he could beat Blair Cobb right now. From what we've seen in Adrien Broner's last fight, he can't beat Blair Cobb. Blair Cobb, he got punching power. Blair Cobb is very awkward, but he can fight a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The only chance that Adrien Broner has in beating Blair Cobb is to knock him out. Now, could AB catch Blair Cobb and hurt him and knock him out? He probably could. You know what I'm saying? But Blair Cobb, he ain't trash. He's not all the way trash. We seen what he did to Mo Hooker. You know, Blair Cobb can fight. He can fight a little bit, and he's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? He got power. So I don't see AB winning that fight, but AB, he can get one final last big check before he go out the game. Or he could work out a contract with Golden Boy to where he gets a tune up, you know what I'm talking about? And then he go and fight Blair Cobb. So let's see what happens. I'd like to fight for him. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Do y'all think that he should sign with Golden Boy and fight Blair Cobb? Do y'all think he should listen to B-Hop? and try to go back to Golden Boy? Let me know how y'all feel about the fight. Let me know how y'all feel about the whole situation. Drop a comment in the comment section. Hit my like button, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.